Hey everybody, Beeries here. Welcome to the third episode of the Axed Gaming Podcast. I apologize that it's out a little bit later on Sunday for the audio version. I just had a bunch to do. I was actually getting my multi-MC ready for a new thing I'm going to be talking about in a few minutes. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a great week. We are back, of course, with the first thing in line, channel news. I want to thank everybody that came out to the 12-hour live stream on Friday. We hit an all-time, I think, high in viewership, and I want to thank you guys. Big hands, big clap, pat on the back. You guys are amazing. That was really to thank you, and not necessarily for me to stream for 12 hours. I wanted to say, hey guys, come chill out. Let's have some fun together. Thanks for supporting the channel. I had a bunch of fun. I was on SMB. I jumped upon a bunch of other servers. Hypixel, a Minecraft party. Man, Hypixel UHCs. Let's talk about that for a little bit. I was playing the UHC. I had 3 matches with Michaelton and Crystal Roses. And that is a fun thing, guys. If you haven't played the UHC on Hypixel, get on there. Get on there. You need to. Definitely worth checking out. New series coming to the channel in about a week. It won't be coming this week because we're actually shooting the intro next Saturday. Hopefully, or 1 or 3 p.m. EST. There is something between that time. But I'm looking forward to it, guys. I'm so excited. And if you watch the Avatar giveaway video, then you'll get a little bit of a sneak peek. Just a little bit of a sneak peek. But it should be fun. I hope you guys are excited. I know I am, and I know the people on the server are really excited to get going. Some YouTubers, there are a few that aren't, but definitely we might be opening the whitelist in a couple of weeks, and that way we can get more people involved. But definitely looking forward to it. The UHC that was supposed to happen this Saturday has actually been rescheduled on SMB. Unfortunately, there was a few technical issues with the map, but you know, with something that is going to be as epic as this one is, it is bound to happen. I'm not going to give too many spoilers away of what's going on, but let me just say it is going to be a pretty interesting UHC. You guys will want to check it out for sure. Go Team Gold. Team Blue is just smack talking all day long. Graph. Graph's a smack talker. Things to come, guys. On the 12-hour live stream, I talked about, and I'll talk about it now, something I have planned for the SMB server. Now, right now, I've got a project. I'm building the tree. But I've got something grander in mind for that server. And I'm going to try my best to get it done. It is something that interests me. I'm such a space nut nerd with Star Wars, Star Trek. I love just watching the Discovery Channel and listening to old Carl Sagan videos or documentaries that have Morgan Freeman talking about space. It's just pretty epic and fantastic. So I'm going to try to replicate a solar system. Now, obviously, if we think solar system, we're thinking grand, just giant. Unfortunately, obviously, in Minecraft, I won't be able to do as giant as that. But I'm looking at a fairly big build. So there will be spheres that replicate planets, the sun. And I have ways to kind of get that done, and I'm really excited to start that build. So I'm trying to knock out the tree as fast as possible, but I also don't want it to be like a rushed project where I just like leave it and then move on to the next one. I want the tree to look beautiful. I gotta tell you guys, I love that tree. But I think the solar system is gonna be a labor of love, because I'm surrounded by space stuff all the time. I got Star Wars Lego in front of me that I'm actually thinking about recording. So if you want to see that, let me know below, and I can definitely put it together. It's nothing huge. It's just like a Stormtrooper set, so I can definitely do that. But I also have to find a place to put it, and I haven't done too much exploring on SMB. But I think I can do it. as for 2015, guys, the goals for the channel, I'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers, let's say by March, April time-ish. And then once we hit that, I'm gonna focus a little bit more time on Twitch. I think I say it a lot, and I think I've kind of forgotten about how exciting Twitch gets with communicating with you guys. Yeah, there's trolls, but we move on past that. And I think Twitch is the thing right now, and I kind of want to get as much time on it as possible. So the goal for the YouTube channel right now is the focus. Let's hit that 1,000 mark, and let's move our attention to Twitch. That way I can kind of ease back on videos. I won't be doing one a day, maybe 2 to 3 a week, and focus more on getting you guys involved with my Twitch channel, because I really want to get that going, because I just love it. The 12-hour live stream kind of hit me, because I was like, okay, this is an amazing time. Yes, it's a 12-hour live stream, and we did hit 600, and this is for you guys, but it's just like the interaction with you guys, allowing you to come and play UHC, or we could play walls, and then getting other people involved like Michael and Crystal, and just being able to talk to them on live stream. It's starting to build my confidence up with getting to play with other players, because I'm more of an individual builder. I'm more of an individual gamer. You don't see many collabs, but I would love to change that. That's just a personal thing of me. I can't. It's gonna be hard, and I'm trying to learn. So it definitely helps out. So 1,000, and then focusing on Twitch. I didn't touch on it though. I didn't touch on this one. The modded server. So the server has been purchased for the modded series. We're going with full effects hosting, and it's already running, guys. Michael and I hammered out literally a couple hours ago all the mod list. We have the media file download. So I don't want to give out the name. I don't want to say anything too much to get too involved with what mods are included yet. But think steampunk meets magic, and I think we have a pretty solid core group of YouTubers ready to just go crazy and get creative. Once we do get this thing rolling, I do plan on releasing the pack so you guys can download it. Also, I'm going to ask all the members in the descriptions of their videos just to post what mods we do have there, just in case you guys are like, I want to pick that one out or that one. I think that's cool, and pick that out. So it'll also give a shout out to the mod makers. But if you want to play the pack itself, we're gonna be releasing that, and hopefully getting something on another site maybe, so you guys can access it a little bit easier. So definitely look forward to that, guys. I know I'm so excited. I actually bumped on just a few minutes ago to record that avatar video, and ooh, so party. There's a new skin involved. I'm gonna get some new artwork, and that stuff is going to be pretty fantastic. Now, switch over to something that I don't really talk about much, and because I always think of it as a touchy subject, but I do have a donation going up, and we've managed to raise $32. This donation is going towards a new Let's Play computer. I've gone ahead and I've priced out everything. Don't feel like you guys need to, but there is a puller link in the description of the video, as well as in SoundCloud. There'll be a link, and you can check that out. Now, what's nice about this is I can set a campaign, and you can actually see everybody who's donated with a dollar amount, and you can also watch the streams. So guys, if you want to go there and check it out, definitely check it out. Again, don't feel pressured to donate. I just wanted to let you know it was there. Cool. All right, guys, let's move on to Minecraft news, which there isn't much of, so we'll do another spotlight. And today's spotlight is going to be Ruck, or Rukbukus. And now I might be saying his name completely wrong. I'm actually pulling it up right now on the YouTubes. I've been told I I have a hard time saying his name, but I'm sure he'll be okay with the pronunciation. Ruck has actually been on my radar for the last couple of months. He's a mega builder, and I've been watching a lot of his live streams, just lurking. He does have a YouTube channel. Definitely, guys, check him out. There'll be a little video playing in the video version, but I'll put a link in the description. Definitely somebody you should be checking out. The builds are pretty amazing. Great commentary, awesome style, and I love those thumbnails. They just draw you in and want to click them. Just want to click them. I wish I could have his talent on building, but unfortunately, I'm nowhere near that skill. I'm nowhere near. So Ruck, it's a little bit of a shout out for you, buddy, and I hope it helps. I hope it does something. I hope people go and check it out. Definitely worth checking out, though. Gaming news, guys. We have some gaming news, actually. Like I said, usually around this time of year, the gaming industry picks up due to, the new year. E3 and all the game shows are going to be starting to come around, and it'll just start getting mayhemy eventually, guys. Up to E3, there'll be rumors that I'll be able to cover, so it's all good. The new Nintendo eShop releases. Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire have been released on the Nintendo Wii U eShop for $8. If you're into pinball games, guys, you might want to pick this up. It also features Pokemon, obviously, as the title states, but solid that Nintendo is going back to their I love the Virtual Console. They're going back to their back catalog and releasing these things. Yes, they are a little bit of money, $8 for these, but if you don't have a cartridge, you don't have that system, you don't have an access to a flea market or anything that around you, the eShop is beautiful. It allows us old school gamers to play our Nintendo games on our modern consoles. You can't say that about the other next-gen systems, which I'm pretty upset about. PlayStation Now is working out the kinks, but that's a streaming service, so you don't actually own that game, that piece of software. So if that service goes away, goodbye game you rented for however much they're renting them for now. I haven't actually checked it out lately, but I know that the prices were outrageous before. So good on Nintendo. Another piece of information that I couldn't find a link for, but I'll try to for the description, is I think Nintendo has announced that they're releasing N64 games now on the eShop, or going to start in 2015, which could be pretty awesome. There are a lot of classics on the N64. We all think of Smash Brothers, Super Mario 64, obviously GoldenEye, Perfect Dark. I don't think they could release Perfect Dark because Microsoft now owns that IP. But, there are a bunch of solid titles on the N64, guys. So I'm looking forward to that. I think you guys should be too. Anytime we get to kind of go back in history and play some of those classic games, it's better for us. I was having a conversation with Graf about her and my going to be parenting styles eventually when I have a kid. So I have this plan. Now, parents, if you're listening to this, or kids, listen tight. If I have when I have a child, I'm going to box up my Super Nintendo, and I've already talked to Miss B about this. I'm going to box up my Super Nintendo for Christmas one year, and I'm going to be like, okay, this is time. Here you go, kids, the brand new system you've been waiting for, and I'm going to raise them as an 80s, 90s kid. They're not getting a PlayStation 5, 6, Xbox 2. No, they're getting a Super Nintendo. You heard it. Focus, camera. You heard it here first. My kids are going to be the first experiment of teaching them to live as if they were growing up in my time. It's funny. I can't actually wait. I'm sure they'll be spoiled brats. Sony is offering discounts due to the PSN outage and the Lizard Squad. Thank you, Lizard Squad. Actually, news is that main guy was arrested in the UK. So good on you for getting arrested. Good on you for doing something you shouldn't have. And trying to DOS attack a server, which The authorities were going to be onto you, and I mean, don't do it. The authorities are going to be finding you, and you can't get away with something evil. But Sony is, to make up for the outages. I mean, they're a huge corporation, and they've got to do something for their customers, or their customers are going to lash out. So they're extending the PSN Plus. Anybody that got a card or something like that, or a trial or a month, they'll be extending it for, I believe it is, I want to say it is an added 5 days. Okay, so it's an added 5 days for any trial on December 25th. So you get an extra 5 days. So that's pretty good. You're already getting discounts and free games with PS Plus, so good on Sony. You'll also get a 10% discount code. Good for a one-time use discount. Not a lot when you think of the games being $70, $80 if you're looking at new gen PS4 stuff. But if you're buying an indie title that might be lower in cost, you could be saving quite a bit of money. But I mean, they didn't have to do this. They're doing it to say, we apologize for the lack of PSN. I mean, it's not their fault, really, when you think about it. They had no control over this. I guess they could have bumped up security, bumped up the DOS protection. I mean, until it happens, you're not going to know, right? So, unfortunately, it had to happen, but nice that they're actually going to give back to the gamers and the people that have been buying into their services. So, good on you, Sony. Pat you on the back. Friday night, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 has been teased and actually is on GameSpot. Right now there is an article. And of course, me being me, I've clicked off the article. So we'll skip that for now. I'm going to find that. Another big piece of news in the gaming industry, guys, if you follow gaming websites, Patrick Klepek is a journalist who was on Giant Bomb. He is now moving on to Kotaku, which is kind of crazy. Patrick's broken a lot of news in terms of big announcements, and he's been kind of an integral part of Giant Bomb for the last, I don't know, 14 months? I don't really know how long he's been with Giant Bomb. It seems like forever almost, but he was doing the Bombing in the AM, Scooping with Snoops. He was the main writer for that site. So it's kind of sad to see him go, but also good for him because I think Kotaku is a little bit more focused on just his style of news reporting. So if you guys are into gaming news, you might want to check out Kotaku for his articles coming up, or you might want to check out his back stuff on Giant Bomb. Definitely somebody to read. He's got some opinions that I agree on, and I think he writes his articles in such a way that they're pretty interesting. He did on one of the Giant Bombcasts, he talked about, and I kind of saw it on Twitter, about the ad blocking situation. And I don't think as a people on the internet right now, we don't really think about how hard this is hitting not just YouTube, but games journalism has been a free form of information for the longest time. Sites don't require you to subscribe, and they throw up ads on the side of their pages to earn revenue a lot of the time. Giant Bomb was at Whiskey Media for the longest time, or with them before they were sold to CBS, and they didn't have a subscription model, so they were really looking at getting ads that fit the site to help pay for things like hardware or the site itself, because those things cost money, and we tend to just download that ad blocker and think of, okay, well, we're gonna use it as much as we can because these ads are annoying. And I don't agree. I don't disagree. The ads that are out are annoying, but, and this is the big but, guys, as we continue, and this is the way it's going to go, and it's not or at least I see it, is as we continue to use ad blocker, companies are going to find ways to find more intrusive ads for us that aren't blockable and aren't skippable. We'll be stuck with an internet that is just full of ads. And you know what? Gaming websites will go the way of the magazines. Free content will be locked behind subscription paywalls, and you will have to do something else to gain access to these. It sucks. I'm scared of the future, but I know it's going to happen because I know people hate ads, and I get it. I understand. I hate ads. I don't have ad blocker installed, and I don't claim to be a hero that supports ad companies throwing up stupid ads through videos or on websites that don't have anything to do with you. But as somebody that knows content isn't always free or doesn't expect it to be free or ad free, at least, I do appreciate gaming websites that, don't demand a paid subscription. And I also love the fact that you don't have to throw down money to YouTube to gain access to their services. I can go and I can watch Let's Plays of everybody, sit through maybe a 4-minute video, skip it if I don't agree or it's something offensive or I don't necessarily want to see it, or just let the ads run on the side of the page. That's how I see it. I am very cautious because people are very smart. Companies are very smart, and it's only a matter of time before they say, okay, this model isn't working anymore. We have to move to something that is just so intrusive and is way worse than what we have. So definitely, if you're thinking about using an ad blocker, just remember that this is a possibility one day down the line of not having an option to skip your ad or download a program. It's something to think about, and do we want to go down that line? Because Patrick said it in a Giant Bomb episode, and I completely agreed. We could be going down a path that is so bad for free content that, society as a whole right now we're just eating up free content left, right, and center, and people aren't getting paid. It's really only a matter of time before they say enough's enough, right? Anyway, back to the Friday night at Freddy's, guys. I apologize. I don't want to sound like I'm a white knight and I'm the best kind of guy. I skip my ads sometimes on the YouTubes and stuff like that. So the game has been teased. I'll link it in the description of the video as well as a SoundCloud. It seems like we might have a third Five Nights at Freddy's game, according to the recent update in the game's developer's website, Scott Games. I'm still here. I'm trying to save the image, and we have an image basically of an eye, and it still says, I am still here. So for fans of that series, look forward to it. I know Crystal Roses plays a lot of it and actually has a video that kind of went viral. So big props up to Crystal. If you want to check out her channel, it will be in the description as well. But definitely check out Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a game that I've wanted to check out for a while now. I've been watching some Let's Plays, seeing some game screens. It's a horror kind of jump scare game. Something that could be cool. I also want to try out Hearthstone. I've been watching my my soon-to-be brother-in-law. He's been kind of getting lost into it on his iPad. And definitely something I'm interested in, kind of. In the comment section down below, guys, if you're playing Hearthstone, let me know if I should dabble in it, and if you'd be interested in seeing a video or two from it, because it's a simple game. They're quick, and it's a card game, so it might be kind of cool dynamically. Also, might be kind of cool as something different on the channel. I don't know. Definitely let me know. Game release wise, guys, I kind of went over majority of the releases of January, but reminders: Grim Fandango is out on January 27th. You have Grand Theft Auto 5, which is out on the 27th as well. Dynasty Warriors 8, Dying Light. Somebody asked me in the comment section would I be playing that, or would I be interested in playing that, or it might have been on Twitch. Definitely something I'm interested in, probably on the PS4 version, or PS4 anyway. My PC wouldn't be able to handle it. I've seen screens, I've seen gameplay. My system chugs on, what was the game? There was a game recently came out, open world, Square Enix, Sleeping Dogs. It chugged like nobody's business. So until, unfortunately, I get an upgrade, I probably won't be playing much newer PC games. Maybe some indie titles, games like Hearthstone, definitely, but say like GTA 5, probably not. Or any newer first-person shooter like a Call of Duty, because those need high frames if you're going to compete online. Also, it's not very fun to record a choppy gameplay video, as you guys can imagine. Viewer emails. Actually, there were no emails, but there was a question last podcast, and somebody asked me, do I do this for fun? And it might not necessarily been for this section. Guys, I started YouTube to share my gameplay moments with other people. As a child, I grew up with an older brother who would play a lot of the games, and I would just sit there and watch. So my idea of starting this channel was to share those moments with other people who might be like me, who enjoy watching gameplay, listening to commentary. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to go through my back catalog. Obviously, the channel has gone one way versus that. It's gone kind of geared toward Minecraft because I love Minecraft, and I love and this now, the gaming podcast. I love talking about video games. I'm a gaming nerd. I said it on the podcast or the Twitch stream, the 12-hour Twitch stream. I'm a gaming nerd. People are movie nerds. There's audiophiles. There's book nerds, there's comic nerds. I'm a gaming nerd. I have pretty much every system that's been out. I have a gaming collection that was valued. So on GameSpot, back in the day, you could tally up all your games, and basically it would put the retail value of your games. And I did this about probably 7 to 10 years ago when I put this PC together, and it didn't include any of the next gen stuff, any of the Xbox 360, or even the Wii stuff. So when I did that at retail value, obviously games don't hold retail value as much as obviously they don't. When you go trade in, you can buy a game for like $16, but I valued it at it was valued at about $5,000 at the point. So up until this point, I've spent about probably 10 grand on gaming in my life, and it continues to grow. And that's just game stuff. That's not, the Minecraft little creeper I have. That's not Lego sets that I have. That's not any books that I've bought or DLC. That is strictly just retail games, and I've bought a ton of stuff since then. I do it for fun. I love it. This is actually like a stress reliever for me when I get to just pop in front of the camera or talk into a mic. It's definitely for fun and a stress reliever. I enjoy it. I'm not looking for fame, and I'm not looking for fortune, because I'd go up north and I'd find a gold reserve, and I'd probably chisel at that for a bit. But anyway, guys, that'll be the end of the podcast. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section of the SoundCloud as well as the video. I appreciate the support. It's been fantastic so far, and it continues to grow. I'm hoping to get some new graphics for the SoundCloud, because right now it's just like some text, but I want to get a nice little logo. So take it easy, guys. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next week with the Axed Gaming Podcast. Bye-bye.